Hey folks, here with East Carolina head football coach Blake Harrell here at American Conference Media Day. Coach, how you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. The grind never stops as a head coach, but during the summer, what have you done? How have you taken time off?
I wouldn't call it a grind. I would call it just a lot of fun. Just a season that you go through the off season and there's new challenges. You're not playing football games every week, but it's been a lot of fun and just blessed to be a part of it. But in the summer, you do find a time to kind of get away for a second and relax and recharge and reset, and certainly did that for the 1st of July, but now looking forward to camp. We start that on Sunday and practice number 1 on Monday, and just really looking forward to getting around our football team back on the grass and in the practice.
We talked to Rajay Harris about a month ago, and he gave a great story about Kaitton Hower coming in and immediately becoming a leader. Just how have you seen him grown since he's come into the program?
Yeah, and I think if you look at our football team in January, that was probably the biggest question mark was, who's going to fill the leadership role of Rajay Harris, Deontay Johnson, Elijah Morris, and all those guys, the 22 seniors that laid the foundation and that left. And I've seen Kaitton just grow tremendously in the offseason as a leader, and just really proud of him, the way he's leading from the front.
Got a new defensive coordinator, Josh Aldridge, and how's he been so far?
And Josh is bringing a new energy to our defense, to our staff, and just something I think that will help us grow and move forward. And I wanted to make sure we did that and didn't become stagnant on that side of the ball. And we just share ideals and share thoughts, and I think he's got a big challenge. I mean, we're only returning 2 starters on that side of the ball. We've got several kids that have played a lot of snaps, but I'm looking forward to what Josh is going to do with the defense.
You mentioned only 2 starters coming back. A lot of the fans talk about their concern with the defense.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I don't worry about what it looks like on paper. I think Raheem Craig and Jamarli Riddle are really the only 2 returning starters. But you got guys like Sam Danka that's played a lot of snaps, and we've added some depth to that side of the ball through the portal, who's played a lot of snaps. They may have not started at East Carolina, but they've started at other schools within our conference or within the same level of football. And then you bring Tegan Wilt back to the mix as well. So, on paper, yeah, you're returning 2 starters from last year. But if you look at guys that have started games or play a lot of snaps, I think we're about 10, 11 guys. And then we've always played a lot of guys on that side of the ball too, so that's helped with our depth and our experience over the years.
You got a lot of returners coming back on the offense, Anthony Smith, Yannick Smith, some guys in the backfield, London and Marlon. How explosive can this offense be this year?
I think the big key is just take it play by play, moment by moment, and I think we were second to last in the country in turnovers last year, and that's been our big focus. Our plan to win starts with taking care of the football, and defensively ball disruptions, offensively ball security, and I think if we can do that, we'll have a chance for those explosive plays and move the ball down the field and put some points on the board.
Some comments came out yesterday from Dave Dorne. Put it nicely, he said he wants to beat the crap out of East Carolina. Just what do you think about his comments?
Our main focus through the offseason in the last 3 months, and it will be for the next month in preparation for August 28th, is just about East Carolina, about our football team and what we got to do better every single day to find a way to move the needle and be ready for the season. And obviously every game's huge. Game 1's huge for us. After game 1, it'll be game 2. And I think just the competitive nature within coaches, within players is that mindset. And, so we got to make sure that, we have that same mindset each and every week, and we play at that same edge each and every week throughout the season.
Dave Dorne also talked about the behavior after the game, just with the whole brawl fight, whatever it is. What do you think about that?
I definitely agree with him. There's no place for it in college football, and we got to definitely do a better job of cleaning those things up. And I think that's been our focus in the offseason is discipline, and not just necessarily that instance, but so for some of us is just, do we touch the line or do we not touch the line? Do we get the 3rd down stop or not get the 3rd down stop? Do we make it to class on time or not make it to class on time? So taking the gray area out of it, and that's been our big focus this offseason.
One last thing on a personal note, just first year as a head coach, what coaches influenced you throughout your career that you're bringing into this program?
There's been several, and I think it goes all the way back to my high school playing days, which was a long time ago. There was a guy by the name of Jeff Collins who went on later to be the head coach at Temple in this conference and Georgia Tech and different places, and just the energy he brought each and every day to our team showed that he could change a young man's life, and that young man's life, he changed his mind. Then I was at Lenoir Ryan with the former head football coach Fred Goldsmith, who was at Duke at one time, and he taught me how to treat people. And it didn't matter if you were the president of the school, over housing, or working in the cafeteria that, you know, everybody matters, everybody's important, and I've tried to adapt that same philosophy moving forward. And, you know, Brent Thompson at the Citadel showed me that organization and details matter. Brian Bohannon told me how, you know, talked to me about the standard, and just watching him, the cohesiveness he has within his staff, and how hard his staff went to battle for him each day. So all those, I think, throughout your life play a factor on, you know, shape you, mold you to what you want your program to be about and how you're going to build it.
All right, thank you, Coach. Looking forward to August 28th.
No doubt. Be here before we know it. Thank you.
Thank you.